Can you tell us about how you came up with the Mr. S gimmick?
Yeah, I will. So back in the Attitude Era, as we know, everything that you said just stuck. Like it was crazy, just everything you said. So actually, everybody knows that Road Dogg had a live mic every time he went out. It just started rattling off stuff. So for some reason, he was mad, like just out of the blue, he was mad. And he's never mad, ever. He's rarely a mad person. And when he came out of the curtain, he said, you know, I'm in a bad mood. You will call me Mr. Dog and you will call him Mr. Ass tonight. And literally, that is all he said. The next week, there was Mr. Ass signs from one end of the building to the other. People just, they dug it. And I just went with it because, you never, like when things happen organically like that, as much as, you know, I'll be remembered for my ass the rest of my life, like which I don't know if that's a bad thing or just, you know, every time I walk somewhere that everybody always still, do you still go by Mr. Ass? I go, well, yeah, if that's what you want to call me, I guess you can. But he literally said it one night, and after that, it just stuck. It was just a thing, like, and then I just went with it, and then of course I started putting it on my shorts and all kinds of stuff. It literally was that simple. I wish there was a lot cooler answer for that, but there isn't. That's just how it was, and it just stuck. So.
Wow, that's so cool, man. Yeah, speaking of Road Dogg, how was the experience tagging with him, and any crazy road stories to share about Road Dogg?
Not that won't get me divorced. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, he was awesome. He's a great person, and I think that's part of the chemistry between me and him. Is together we were awesome, but we had our own identities. Like he's like the guy next door that you just want to hang out with and mow your grass and have a soda with, or just kind of hang out. I'm not that guy. I am that guy, but people can't see that. Like, I'm a little rougher on the outside than he is, but he's amazing. And you know, I couldn't ask for anything better than what me and him did. We were always on the same page. We literally would try to make each other laugh, which in turn makes everybody else stay involved with what we're doing. And like, I don't have a lot of road stories. Like, I never had any of those. Like, we had a deer jump in our car one time. Like, that was at going 80 miles an hour down the freeway. We were going from North Carolina to another show, and it was about 3 hours away. Long stretch of road. If you know the South at all, animals everywhere. So we're driving down the freeway about 80 miles an hour, and out of the corner of my eye, I see this deer jump from the median, and it jumped in our window and crushes my window, knocks out the backside. We pull over and we look back, there's a deer on there, and we literally looked at each other and go, a deer just came right in our car. So we called Vince because it destroyed the car and it wouldn't go anywhere, and we were out in the middle of nowhere, so we didn't think we were going to make the show. So we called Vince. Back then you could still call Vince and go, hey, I don't know if we're going to make the show or not because the deer just came in the car and just ruined our car. And he literally said, can't you get a taxi? And I hung up on him. This is how cityfied Vince is. I literally looked at Road Dogg and went, he just asked if we could get a taxi. He goes, did you just hang up on him? I said, yeah, because he asked me if I could get a taxi in the middle of nowhere. So eventually some of the boys stopped and we kind of just left the car on the side of the road. Like, that's my road story for you. Like, how exciting that is. That's about all. But he's an awesome guy. Yeah, he's an awesome guy.
Thank you so much. Last question, sir. Is there any plans for AEW to create like a WrestleMania level signature event, perhaps like a super show or a super show together with New Japan in the future?
I would imagine so. I would like us to collab with New Japan. I'm a big fan of New Japan guys. I think they're awesome. I think they could, I think we have a lot of guys that can fit with their style of work as well. And I don't know that I don't have any inside info on this, but I would love to see something like that happen. Like, WrestleMania is WrestleMania, and it's a one of a kind deal, and it happens every year. So can we have something that rivals that are as close to that? Of course we can, because we're AEW and we have talent to do that. And to do something to intertwine the two companies, or, you know, now that ROH is doing its thing, you have a lot of talent out there that you could do some stuff with. And I think that that's a great question and a great idea. That would be something I think that the fans would love if you just did it in a big stadium and had New Japan and AEW guys and ROH guys, and maybe some, you know, you really don't want to bring indie guys in because they, you know, a lot of people don't know them. Plus they haven't put the time in that everybody at AEW has put in, all your contracted talent. But it would be, that would be awesome. That would be great. And I think the fans would eat that alive. I think it would be great.
Thank you so much for your time. And I really, really hope AEW does a tour here in Southeast Asia and Singapore. That would be awesome in the future.
Yeah, we need to come. I've been to Singapore a bunch and I love it over there. So I would love to come back. Maybe I'll still be wrestling when we come over there.
So we love that.
Thank you for taking the time and coming on here. I appreciate it.